Dallas Cowboy. And this isn't new. The image that went viral on social media, a montage of the veteran in the Lone Star uniform, isn't just a random post from a player nearing the end of his career seeking the spotlight. It's a desperate public gesture from a future Hall of Famer, trying at all costs to end his journey where it all began. Miller doesn't hide his desire. I grew up here, my family is here, my kids are here. It would be amazing not having to take a plane to every game. For the fans, the statement touches on a sensitive point. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Our goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers, and you can be part of this milestone. After all, who wouldn't want to see one of the greatest pass rushers in history wearing a Dallas jersey? But here's the journalistic counterpoint we need to face. Wanting isn't the same as being able to. While Miller actively campaigns, posting photos with idols like Emmitt Smith and Dez Bryant to generate engagement, the reality in the Cowboys' front office is quite different. Jane Slater and other insiders have confirmed there are no talks, no imminent negotiations, and for now, the franchise's interest is absolutely zero. The mood is one of wait and see, which leads us to the question that divides Cowboys Nation. Are we facing a high-impact signing, or just a veteran trying to force a narrative that the team doesn't want to buy into? Before we move on to this analysis, I want to know from you, if it depended solely on your decision, would you open the doors of Dallas to Von Miller now, or should the total focus be on rebuilding the roster? Leave your opinion below. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Our goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers, and you can be part of this milestone. Let's talk about numbers and efficiency because American football is a game of extreme precision. Von Miller had 9 sacks last season, a number that, at first glance, seems respectable for a 37-year-old player. But if you look at it with the technical lens that the NFL demands, the story changes drastically. Miller recorded only 36 total pressures in the year, very low efficiency. He went from being that elite player who dominates the line of scrimmage on every down to becoming at best a purely situational pass rusher. And here's the main bottleneck. Today's Dallas Cowboys need a player who impacts the game in all phases, not just on long third downs. The team's analysis team knows that the cost of a spot on the 53-man roster is too precious to be wasted. If we sign Miller, who leaves? Where does he fit into the rotation with Rashan Gary, who was acquired for a 4th-round pick and receives a significant contract? Where is the room for development for Izra, our 2nd-round pick, or Malachi Lawrence? The 2026 roster-building philosophy prioritizes developing young talent who also contribute to special teams. Von Miller, unfortunately, doesn't offer that versatility. He's a pressure specialist who now struggles to maintain the athleticism that made him famous. Football is unforgiving over time, and the fact fans need to absorb is that big names don't always translate to the tactical fit needed for the defensive rotation we're designing for this season. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Our goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers, and you can be part of this milestone. There's an unavoidable comparison we need to make. The case is very similar to what we experienced with Adrian Peterson years ago. Was he still running well? Yes. Was he still a name that commanded respect? Absolutely. But he wasn't a third-down running back. He didn't protect the quarterback well, and he didn't add value in special situations. At the end of the day, the math didn't add up. With Von Miller, the scenario is identical. If he were just a specialist in getting to the quarterback, he would be at the top of our list. But an NFL team is a living organism. When you add a veteran of this caliber, you alter the locker room dynamic and take crucial snaps away from young players who need that time on the field to develop and become the next backbone of the defense. The expectation that Miller can come home and replicate the impact of his time with Denver or the Rams ignores the natural physical decline that the 2024 and 2025 data clearly shows. In 2025, his pressure rate was 12.5%, one of the lowest of his career. When efficiency drops and the cost of a contract, even if not astronomical, occupies space that could be used for depth players, management has an obligation to act rationally, not emotionally. The Cowboys are right to adopt a vigilant stance, observing what they have internally before seeking external solutions that could end up becoming a problem for depth in the roster. We are just days away from the official start of training camp in Oxnard, and the atmosphere is one of palpable anticipation. It's the moment when the sweat in training, the heat, and the intensity of the plays begin to separate the starters from the athletes who are merely part of the group. The coaching staff, led by a new defensive vision, wants to see in practice what Rashan Gary can deliver. We want to understand if Sam Williams, under new guidelines, will finally reach his production ceiling. Malachi Lawrence is a real bet for the future. This is the foundation of a defense that seeks to move up a level in the NFC East. Signing Von Miller now in the middle of July would be a strategic miscalculation. The real window for this type of move will only open in August if we have an inopportune injury, or if the performance of our defensive line in the initial practices makes it clear that something essential is missing in the pass rush. The Cowboys' let's see attitude is not inertia, it's market intelligence. The team knows that the market value of an unemployed veteran in midsummer tends to fall, not rise. So why rush? Why close a roster spot before we know exactly what we have on our hands? The fans want immediate results, but building a championship team requires patience and, above all, the courage to say no to names that were once great, but may not serve the collective purpose at the moment. In conclusion, the analysis is clear. Von Miller's desire is legitimate and emotionally understandable, but it doesn't hold up as a tactical necessity for the 2026 Dallas Cowboys. The front office is being cautious, focused on thoroughly evaluating the young roster, and for now, the door is closed to the veteran. What if things change in August? It's a possibility, as the NFL is unpredictable. But until then, our focus is on what happens on the field in Frisco and in preparation for the regular season. We want to see the evolution of the defensive unit, the aggressiveness in attacking the quarterback, and the consolidation of names that will carry the Dallas flag for years to come. If you're a true America's team fan, you know that the process is what defines success. I invite you to be part of this journey with us. If you agree that the team should prioritize young talent before pursuing veterans, subscribe to the channel now and turn on notifications. The season is knocking on the door, and here you'll find the most honest, technical, and passionate coverage of everything happening with the Dallas Cowboys. The big question is, will our defense be able to take the next step without having to resort to past names? Or will this lack of depth force us to reconsider this decision soon? Time will tell, and we'll be here to analyze every play. See you in the next video.